Welcome back, everybody. Tonight's Thursday Throwback, we look back at how some rules at local churches have changed.
We're going back 30 years to one of our reports in the I Still Believe series.
Here's the steeple. Here's the house. Open up and see all the people.
Baby boomers, baby busters, both of those so-called generations are coming back to church because they realize that there's more to life than just having a nice car and a nice home and some cute kids. They realize there's got to have a purpose and meaning to life.
In the 90s, it looks like children are a big motivator in getting many people either interested in or reacquainted with religion. But at the same time, there is not necessarily a return to the church of their youth, nor the faith of their family. Many people are searching, or shopping, if you will, for a church to call their own. It wasn't so long ago that members of the church would fan out each week and knock on doors in the neighborhoods to tell you of what was going on at their church.
Cold drop-in visitation doesn't work anymore, not in an area like Chattanooga. It will work to some degree with a neighborhood church. But if you go and try to find people at home today, you won't. They're not at home.
Dr. Gary Carver pastors Chattanooga's First Baptist Church, a metro church that has a broad-based marketing plan aimed at pulling people from the suburbs to a downtown worship. One of his most popular tools is on the radio.
Got a minute? Gary Carver here with a little story you might be interested in. Joseph Gerzon in his book Joshua tells a parable in which Jesus returns to earth and assumes...
How do I make my church known? How do people think about First Baptist? But it was also an effort to speak a good word, to say a word of encouragement, a word of challenge, sometimes just to make people think about their relationship to God. And if you've heard the God a Minute, you know it's sort of an indirect approach. It's not preachy.
And churches are great to shop around for. You walk in, you sit down, you give it a try. If you don't like it, you leave and go to no. It's like driving a car.
Ron Coleman works in advertising, and he's a member of Christ United Methodist Church in East Brainerd, where Pastor Steve Salee had a theory.
I think the church has been slow to learn something that the business community has learned a long time ago, and that is that everybody's got a mailbox.
For churches to flourish, and for some of them to even survive, they have to treat going after new members like businesses go after new customers. And they have to use the methods that businesses use: television, radio, direct mail.
But Reverend Salee says the methods of getting new people into church have been stymied in many cases by tradition.
We've paid the price for that because we have been stuck in our own traditions. A tradition that new people or unchurched people are totally unfamiliar with. So if we're going to reach these people, then we've got to change our tactics. The message doesn't change.
A message that some critics say is getting wedged on the airwaves between the marketing of car dealers and the Golden Arches.
Yeah, thank goodness, because that's where the church belongs. That's where the church ought to be, right next to McDonald's or the church or the shoe store. Where did you find Jesus? How many sermons did Jesus ever preach in a church building?